Hello, everyone, and welcome to virtual back to school night. For sixth grade math this year, I am following the district's scope and sequence document very closely, and I'm making sure that we cover all of the required material and then some. The district provided curriculum this year comes from a variety of online sources, so there isn't a textbook, but I'm adding in some offline assignments, mainly during student choice time, from my own collection to give students the opportunity to go off screen for some of their learning. On that same note, I've been trying to figure out how to balance giving students enough instructional time without requiring more screen time than necessary. So here is the weekly arrangement I've worked out while still fulfilling the district's scheduling requirements. So on Mondays, you can see there's asynchronous work. Usually it'll be a combination of videos and practice problems through Khan Academy and/or problems in our weekly Google Doc, which I will show you an example of in just a minute. On Tuesdays, we have a whole class meeting. Wednesdays, we have more asynchronous work, similar to the structure of Monday's work. On Thursdays, we do a half-class Zoom meeting. My classes are split in half alphabetically, as you can see on the list. Thursday also includes a bit of asynchronous work as well, sometimes practice problems in Khan or in the weekly Google Doc, and sometimes I'll give student choice. On Fridays, we have optional half-class meetings. These meetings are a time for students to ask questions about any of the work or concepts from the week. I also look through Khan problems that students have completed throughout the week, and if there's a concept that many students are struggling with, I'll go over that specifically during the Friday meeting. So all of the information is in our math class homepage in Canvas. If you aren't already signed up for Canvas as an observer of your child, I would highly recommend that you sign up as soon as possible. If you need instructions for how to do that, just send me an email and I can forward the instructions to you. So the actual work for each week is posted in Canvas as an assignment in the form of weekly Google Doc. So over here on the assignments tab, your child should be able to find whichever week we're on. So this week is September 28th to October 2nd. So here's the example for this week. So students can open the Google Doc in Canvas each day, work on it a little bit at a time. Google Docs will automatically save their work, and then they submit it on Fridays. So here's the example for this week. You can see on Monday, students have a video to watch. This one is actually created by me. It reviews and solidifies concept from last week, along with some prompts down here that they can answer directly in the Google Doc based on the content that they saw in the video. They also have 20 minutes of choice time. So the list for choices is here. They're linked directly in the Google Doc. So this first choice is Prodigy, which is an online game that helps students review computations and basic skills. All students have a free account through PBS, and all students practice logging in during our first week of class, so I know they can do it. I have all students' accounts right now set to sixth grade level, but I can adjust the grade level if necessary. So just send me an email and let me know if you'd like me to change your child's level in Prodigy. This next choice is an offline packet, which can either be printed and completed completely offline, or if you don't have a printer, your child could pull the packet up on their screen and then do the work on separate paper or in their math notebook if you picked up the little goodie bag at BCS this week. I told the kids that if they finish their offline packet and they would like to check their own answers, they can just send me an email to let me know they're finished, and I can forward the answer key to them. I'm also happy to forward answer keys to parents if you just send me an email and let me know what you need. As you can see, there are 3 levels of these offline packets. The review includes previously learned concepts that support the current concepts we're working on in class. The practice packet is just more of the same types of concepts we're currently working on. And the extend packet includes harder problems that are related to the concepts we're currently working on. Later in the year, you'll see 7th grade concepts start to show up in the extend packet, but the extend packet in this unit is actually technically still all 6th grade level, just harder problems. The last choice here is projects. I have 12 projects in this document, and I'll actually open it up so you can see what it looks like. Each project is on its own page, so if you scroll through, you'll see all 12 of the projects. So each project has a set of directions and then either some ideas to get them started or some actually include an example. I told the kids that they can work on projects individually or they can pair up with a classmate or two. They could even work on these projects with a sibling or a family member, a neighbor, whatever. If a student completes a project electronically, they can send me the link to it. Or if it's a physical project, taking pictures and emailing the pictures to me works great. I would love to feature finished projects on our Canvas homepage or even do a little show and tell during class if students are willing to share aloud in front of their peers. Moving on through this weekly Google Doc. So Tuesday, you can see is a whole class meeting. Usually our routine for the whole class meeting goes something like this. We look at the directions and the first problem together. So we would start this as a whole group, then break out into smaller groups, and students have time to solve the rest of the problems in the set with their small group. I bounce around the breakout rooms to answer questions, make sure the kids are actually working together, and just to generally support their learning. Then we come back together and we go through most or all of the problems as a whole group just to make sure everyone's getting it. And then if there's a second set of problems like there is on this example, we would complete that process again. So start it together, go to breakout rooms, work in groups. I check on the groups, then we come back together and go through it as a whole class. Wednesdays is an asynchronous day. So this week they have a video that I've created to watch and then some prompts to answer about the video. There are also 2 sections of problems in Khan Academy to complete. And I told the students that I'm expecting them to get at least 3 out of 4 problems correct before they move on. And they have to get 3 out of 4 problems to get credit for doing the set. For sets that have 7 problems, like this second one here, I'm expecting at least 5 out of 7 correct. So all students have a free Khan account through PBS, and we practice logging in and locating the problem sets during the first week of class. So they should know how to do it. But of course, if they have any questions, they can always email me, and I can help them find what they need. Thursday, if we scroll down, is a half class meeting. Again, it's broken down by the alphabet. Depending on the content and length of the problem for this half class meeting, we'll either work on the problem as a half group or in breakout rooms of smaller groups. And so this is like what we would do either together or in small groups. And then there's going to be an asynchronous component as well. This week, it's a set of problems in Khan. Friday is our day for the optional half class meeting. And again, that's for questions and to review any problems from the week that students struggled with. So there's also 20 minutes of student choice on this Friday, and it's the same choice list that I showed for Monday. So that's basically what our week looks like every week. I also have office hours from 1 p.m. to 1:45 on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So if your child needs additional help from me, they can contact me via email or the instant messenger. It's called Hangouts. It's within their PPS Gmail account. I'm also happy to set up Zoom appointments during those office hours if your child needs more face-to-face time with me, either for one-on-one help or we can do small groups. So I hope that all made sense. If you still have questions, there should be a link to a Google form somewhere near the link that you used to open this video. I will review and categorize the questions I received through the Google form into like an FAQ of sorts, and I'll send out the answers in a mass email to all parents. So I really appreciate your patience as I figure out this distance learning thing. It honestly feels like my first year of teaching all over again. I've been teaching since 2010, so I think this is my 10th year teaching, but yeah, it definitely feels like year one all over again. But hopefully things will get smoother as we go along. And your kids have been doing an awesome job so far, and I've been so impressed with the hard work that I've seen from them so far. So hopefully we'll keep it up all year with the hard work.